Hi guys, Annemarie here, another vlog for today. I want to talk a little bit about COVID-19 and the pandemic. I know you guys don't want to, neither do I. I know we are COVID fatigued. We've had enough. If we can just get past and over this, that would be great. But it has kind of become an elephant in the room where people kind of steer away from the discussion and the conversation because we are so sick and tired of it. But I want to give a bit of a different spin to it today because I think the pandemic has been such a global disruptor. And look, I know it has created havoc and devastation in so many people's lives. I know people have lost loved ones to COVID. People have lost their jobs, they've lost their income, they've lost their businesses. I'm not minimizing the negative impact that COVID has. I'm certainly very much aware of that. I want to share our story a little bit, how COVID has created a shift for us. So I think we are one of the success stories of COVID to a certain extent. And I think it's worthwhile unpacking that and sharing that. Because I think through that, by sharing our stories, we give people hope and I think we do encourage and motivate. And maybe you can also see the silver line behind your dark cloud from a COVID point of view. And I'm going to share three things with you. Number one, online learning, online training. I have to admit, I was very adamant and very verbal about, we are never going to do online training. Sensory intelligence is all about your senses. It's about three-dimensional learning. It's being interactive. It's being connected with other people. Online training is just never going to work for us. And I was as verbal as saying that pre-COVID, obviously. Well, then COVID hit, we went into lockdown and we had all of our projects came to an absolute standstill and all of the income into our business totally dried up. And I mean, if you run a business, these bills to pay, we had people working for us and it was a disaster. So I had my pity party for about 2 weeks and then realized, okay, this is it. We have to just embrace this whole online training thing. And Marita DeToy, who works with me, who is just amazing, said, Annemarie, let's do it. I'll help you. And we literally got a learning management system. We then pivoted and put a lot of our training material online. And it has been an absolute revelation for me. It works, and it actually works really, really well. Yes, I miss the contact. I miss not being able to look people in the eye and touch them and be face-to-face with people. I do miss that. And I think we all miss that. But through online learning, we've seen that it has definitely shifted the implementation and solidifying the information that we are teaching people, which has been really, really a very nice surprise for me. So on the learning management system, people go onto it. We still do live Zoom sessions, and I'm now referring to our practitioners course, which is our flagship course. We do interactive live sessions with breakout rooms, but then afterwards people go back onto the learning management system. They watch the videos again, they share, they ask questions. We have continuous discussions even after the Zoom sessions. And then people can work through the material at a bit of a slower pace. And a lot of people who's done our refresher course says, they found the online course better than the face-to-face course. So that has been a huge learning curve for me, and something that I've definitely, if it wasn't for COVID, I definitely wouldn't have embraced the online training world. And it really does work. That's number one. Number two, Zoom and videos. Now, I'm quite camera shy. I don't like doing these videos, believe it or not. And I don't feel comfortable with it. And for years, I haven't. But with COVID and with Zoom, you see yourself every day. You've got the screen that you work with, and it's basically a mirror because we do loads of Zoom meetings, obviously. So you are basically confronted with yourself consistently throughout the day. And I think you get to a point, or I got to a point like, oh, well, okay, this is what I look like. This is what I sound like. And you learn to make peace with who you are. And I think there's more self-acceptance, a little self-love that comes in, if we can talk about it that way. And I've also, it doesn't need to be perfect. This is real. I sometimes use E's and R or was and was wrongly because I still talk in my second language. This is not my mother tongue. But then definitely the fact of watching yourself on a screen through Zoom has given me a little bit more freedom to just explore videos and to do them. And if you check back on our YouTube channel, I have done videos, I think in 2017. They're awful. But I've kept them there. I've kept them there because I think the information is good. I look much younger, which is a nice bonus. But anyway, so that's definitely Zoom, I think, created much better identity and being happy with yourself. I know there's the self view, or you can leave the self view off from Zoom. I'm not going to do that. I've seen too many weird things of people doing on Zoom calls. I mean, I might be picking my nose or not know that the self view is also rather keep self view on. So that's number 2. That's the whole Zoom and video world that we entered into. Number 3 is, and I think this is where sensory intelligence is so relevant, space matters. I'm now working from home. I'm in my office every day, all day, totally all by myself. And it doesn't work for me. I've got high thresholds. I'm a sensory leaf. I need activity, variety, and people. So I am struggling to maintain energy and to stay motivated at home. So I have to work really, really hard at it. And there's various strategies that I've implemented. I'm not going to share that particularly on this video. There's another video that we will go more into. How do we maximize home working? But I think also being aware of the fact that home working, where some people love it, and the low threshold, the sensory roots, the sensory sensitive groups, they typically love working from home. It's contained, it's predictable, there's less distraction. So environment matters. So again, looking at where are we working and how are we working is something that definitely COVID has put on the map, and also helped us to contribute such a large part into helping people to make the most of what they are doing, how they are working, where they are working, and how do they make that better. So that's a wrap. So my 3 things is, number 1, online training works. Number 2, Zoom and videos helps us to have more self-acceptance. And number 3, whether you should work from home or go back to the office is also another key element that I've really learned from COVID. So thanks to COVID for disrupting our worlds, creating change, creating growth, but then also a shout out and sympathy for people who's really lost a lot about COVID. We do feel for you. That's all for today, guys. Take care and stay safe. Cheers.